And you could wear this to church, to the club, to the precinct, wherever you got to go. You could wear this look too. Okay? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted on here in ages, but I'm ready to come back and be consistent as ever. I'll be posting a lot of makeup reviews, makeup tips and tricks here and there, a little bit of lifestyle, and just chatting. For today's look, we're going to be doing a soft glam, beginner friendly. So we're going to try to minimize the products we use and minimize the amount of time we take. So if you're on for this journey, I hope you subscribe, like, and comment, and stay tuned for the rest of the video. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking this little toasty brown shade here from the Juvia's Place Coffee Break palette, and I'm just going to be placing that on the lower half of my eyelid. And I'm going to be taking it a little bit higher using a windshield wiper motions, just back and forth. And I'm using a fluffy brush. Same thing on the other eye. Now I'm taking an even lighter brown shade from that palette just to add in my transition area right above where I placed that toasty brown in the beginning. And I'm really just taking my time and blending up so we have a seamless blend. And I also do like to bring my eyeshadow up right below my eyebrow. And sometimes when you're watching these tutorials, don't be afraid to go back in with some more of that color if you feel like it's not coming out exactly how the tutorial is. So go in with each color and just blend until your satisfaction. Because now I'm taking some more of that brown shade that I used at first just to add more definition. In that lighter shade, taking more of that just to tie everything together. So don't be afraid to go back in and add more colors in each step. Now I'm taking some black eyeshadow just to add a liner effect on my waterline or my lash line. I don't prefer using eyeliner, the ones that come in the pen. I just like a little bit of a smoked out effect, not too much. So I prefer eyeshadow. And you can definitely use the eyeliner method that you're most comfortable with. I just prefer this way, and I'm using this little flat brush to apply it. And now I'm just applying some lashes that I cut up, and I'm applying them as lash clusters. And if you're someone who struggles with applying lash clusters because of symmetry, start from the inner corner and work your way out. That's what works for me, honestly. Going in with my primer, please understand your face type, whether you're oily, dry, or a combination before you look into primers. Me, I have large pores on my nostril area, so I'm taking a smoothing primer by Tarte. It is a smoothing poreless primer, and it just fills in those pores and gives me a really smooth base. I believe this primer is good for combination skin. Now that our primer is on, I'm taking a color corrector and I'm using the one by e.l.f., the Soft Glam corrector in dark pink, and I'm taking that over the hyperpigmentation I have on my mouth. And I'm going to be using just a small bit under here where I do have a little bit of darkness. I'm going to allow this to completely dry before I blend it out because I want max pigmentation. And if you have hyperpigmentation or dark spots, you're having trouble um, keeping the pigment, allow it to dry down for 1 to 2 minutes before you fully blend it out. Now that she's dry, I'm just going to take a brush and gently blend her out and keep her in place exactly where I want her to be. You don't really want to do too much moving around. Just keep her exactly where you want to cover. Now I'm going to take the tiniest amount of my contour stick, and this is the LYS contour stick in the shade Worthy. I'm going to go right into blending her. If you're a beginner, you definitely want to take this step by step before just adding multiple colors to your face and then making a mess. So definitely take it step by step. And I just place that shade right in the hollows of my cheek where the darkness is. And I'm blending it up. I'm not going to drag it down. I'm going to just blend her up. Now I'm going in with my concealer, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and I'm in the shade W6. And I'm just going to take this concealer just right under the eye here. I'm not going to extend it, just going to keep it right in this area here. I'm going to drag it below. Same thing on the other side. This is a stay in place concealer. It doesn't move, so when it dries, even if you blend and drag, she's not going nowhere. And that's what I love about her. She's such a good consistency, such a good concealer. Now I'm also going to take some down the bridge of my nose and on my forehead as well. Adding some to my chin. Now I'm going to go in and just reverse contour my nose with this same concealer. And this concealer is really close to my skin tone. As a beginner, you really want to get something that's close to your skin tone starting out, and then you can go brighter later on. It's better to play it safe than sorry initially. And this product dries fairly fast, so you don't want to really let this particular product dry down. But if you're working with a different concealer, you do have a little grace period to let it dry down. And I'm going to start blending around the edges first when I get under the eye. Now I'll take it into the center and gently tap, guys. See how it's staying in place? It didn't move. Y'all, this concealer is a goat. I'm using my fingertips to blend the concealer down the bridge of my nose. Just more precise in my opinion. Like y'all see how you really don't even have to set this concealer for real. Like it's so good. Next, I'm taking my Hourglass concealer in the shade Flax, and I'm just adding that towards the tear duct area just for a little bit additional brightness. And I'm using a damp beauty sponge to do this step. And this step is completely optional. If you don't like the extra bright under eye, then definitely leave this step out. But this is for my girls who want just a little bit more underneath the eye and a little bit more brightness to the center of the face. Now I'm going in with my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm in the shade 9, and I'm using that to contour my nose. This is my regular foundation shade, but with the highlight, it definitely pairs well as a nose contour because it's not too deep and it's just not too much going on. It's the perfect color. And you can definitely take your time with these steps, girl. Like, precision is key. Take your time and do things how you want them to do. Don't rush and keep trying. Don't give up. Keep trying. Now, I'm just taking a clean blending brush with no extra product, just making sure that contour and the concealer are blending together before I move to the next steps. Like, do y'all see this? Like, this is no powder. I have not set it. Oh, baby, that is so tea. This is one of my personal favorite steps, and that's a blush, girl. I'm using the Hourglass Cream Blush Sticks, and this is the shade Sacred. Like, I've been repurchasing this for some years now. I love this product. And keep that blush high, baby. When your blush is high, it just gives a more dull effect. Like it snatches the face a little bit more. So, girl, keep the blush a little high. And don't be afraid to use the blush, girl. Going in with that same brush I used earlier to blend in my blush. Like y'all see how flawless the base is, and we haven't even added foundation yet. Like this is just beautiful. And before we move to the next step, just really take your time. Go back in, look at your makeup, see what you can improve, what needs to be blended a little more, if you need a little bit more product here, there, or wherever. And don't be afraid to use your fingers. All right, that pretty much concludes all the liquid products that we're going to use. So let's move on to powder. First, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix foundation to set under my eye, and this is the shade C7 for me. And I'm just going right in where I place the concealer, and I'm just patting that and tapping that in. And yes, I'm using that powder, that pressed powder by MAC everywhere where I put my concealer. Now I'm taking my loose setting powder and I'm using Laura Mercier and Translucent Honey, and I'm going to dab off all of the excess powder on the back of my hand before applying it to my face. So, guys, really be sure to dab off the excess product, especially loose powder on the back of your hand. It makes all the difference. Okay, now that our concealer is set, I'm taking my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder and I'm in the shade NC55. And I'm just going to take that and apply it to the areas where there's no product. And this is going to be my foundation. You can use a liquid foundation if you like. I just got back on the train of using powder foundation and I am absolutely here for it. Now I'm taking this Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty and I'm just going to use that as my bronzer and bring some warmth to my face. Now I'm taking a deeper MAC. Now I'm taking a deeper MAC powder. I think this is NW55. And I'm going to use that. Moving on to blush, I'll be taking the Patrick Ta and She's a Doll first. And remember I told you to place that blush high as you possibly can. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm going to be taking my NYX buttermilk blush. I'm not sure of the name, but I'll find it and link it in the description. Now we're done with our liquid and powder products. Let's go ahead and set that makeup. This is the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist. I love it for it just melts everything together. We're back on the eyes. Girl, add liner to your bottom lash. It makes all the difference when tying a look together. It makes all the difference. In conjunction with that, I do like to take some black eyeshadow and just add it right underneath where I added the black eyeliner pencil. Doing that, it gives sultry. What do you think? I'm gonna take that brown we used for the first eyeshadow and just smoke out my waterline. Look is almost complete. I'm just taking my MAC Skin Finish and I'm just placing that all over my face. Now let's move on to lips and be sure to clean your lips off, girl. Clean your lips off before you go in with your lip combo. Now I'm taking a little cheap lip liner pencil I got from the beauty supply store to line my lips, and it's just a dark brown liner. This is the Duck Plump NYX lip gloss in the shade Bangin' Bear, and it's a plumping gloss, and she does a really good job at plumping. And I'm just going to top that off with a little bit of clear gloss from the beauty supply store. Girl, this is comparable to the MAC clear lip gloss, I swear to God. Now I'm applying some mascara to my bottom lashes, and this is a fiber waterproof mascara. Gives length and doesn't clump. Got her for the low from Amazon. She was about $7, child. Last step is get your mirror, get all in your face, and look to see if you need to check in and just see what you need to tweak. Look up close, see if you need to blend a little bit more here, there, do that. Add more product here, there, do that. Yes. This is the final look, very beginner friendly. I hope I was as thorough and as detailed as possible. If I left anything out or if you have any questions, please ask me in the comment box below. Don't be shy. Follow, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.